Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another Friday episode of Let's Play Might and Magic 9. It's actually still mid-November, but I have unexpectedly got some time off today. And I figured, you know what? Let's just get back to this game. Because even though I may not have, you know, time to do multiple episodes this day or even this week, there is some stuff that I'd like to get done while the situation of the game is still fresh in my mind. That situation being that last episode we finally became Lich, which meant we finally attained Grand Mastery in a bunch of things, and there's a bunch of things we have to do. Notably,
We should leave it. This will work. We don't need this. I cannot learn that.
notably,
We should leave it.
we have some spells to learn on our Lich. So let's see what we can get.
I cannot learn it.
So you already know that, okay. Transfusion,
That will be useful. I cannot learn it.
not paralyzed. Column of fire, probably.
That will be useful. That will be useful.
This we already have on you. Oh, and this is for you, okay.
I cannot learn it.
Do you know disease?
That'll be useful.
Well, now you do. So we're gonna start off this episode by just learning all this stuff. You can't learn shared life. That's for you. Elemental blast
I cannot.
is something you probably already. I mean, you definitely already know.
I cannot.
Wound you will eventually be able to learn. Wrath of the bugs.
I cannot.
You already know poison cloud. Do you know poison cloud?
I can't.
Yes, you do. So we'll learn. We'll start out by learning as many spells as we can, and then Grandmaster. Ooh, yes, nice,
That will be.
nice Spirit Master. That's for you. We've already, I think, looked at this.
This will work.
There we go.
I cannot.
Transfusion we already know, so I'll give it to you. Soul Drinker, again. Ooh, this one requires Spirit Expert, so we're gonna have to hold on to that. Regeneration, that's not a thing. We can learn Lloyd. Now, Lloyd's Beacon,
I cannot learn it.
that is important. But it also requires Spirit Expert, which we don't know yet. Alright, that's, fine. Do you know Wrath of the Bugs?
I can't learn that.
Yes, you do. I wish they had a separate voice line for when they already know something versus when you're trying to teach them something that they simply cannot learn.
I cannot learn that.
Why do we have skill books? That's just useless.
I cannot learn it.
Alright, get all of this stuff out. Resurrection, regeneration, poison cloud. We've already, I'm sure we've gotten that. Yeah, we just got that. Column of fire. Pain reflection, I think, is new.
I cannot learn.
No, it's not. But can you learn it?
That'll be useful.
There we go. The more spells we can give to all of them, the closer we'll get to another one of my goals, which is that everybody should know every single spell that they are eligible
I cannot learn that. I cannot.
to learn. Do you know Paralyze?
That'll be.
Now you do. But what else we should do
We should leave.
is we should
We don't need this. We should leave it.
s-
We should.
sell some of the stuff
We should.
that we've picked up. Truth. Okay, so is this a top tier thing? We've got to look at staffs. We'll start out by taking care of these chores, then we will gain some levels. or gain 1 level because we have a quest to hand in. So let me go to items, weapons, staffs. Truth Staff is indeed the best. Is Off Brawlers the best type of enchantment? It might be. Let me just take a look at that. Off Brawlers is the best. Knocks the target back, does pretty good extra damage, and stuns the target.
I want this.
Okay, now Theoretic Plate. Is
We should leave it. We don't need this.
not the best
We should
type
leave
of
it.
plate.
We should leave it.
Oh, easy.
We should leave it.
Oh, that's only good quality. Ah, that could have been nice.
We should leave it. We should. I want this.
Ooh, nice.
We should leave it.
I think we already have a better bonus than that in Dark.
We don't need. Oh. We don't need this. We don't need this.
So one thing I'll mention is that you'll notice that he has 2 types of things he says. One where he's not impressed by an item. He's like, ooh, we should leave this. I don't like it. Or one where he is impressed by an item. He's like, he either says, like, this is only for me, or something to that effect. Or he just goes, oh. But you'll also notice that as he gains more levels, the threshold at which he becomes impressed keeps going higher. And I think the way it works is that it's his level times 100. So I think right now he was only being impressed by items that are over 4200 in value. So I'm pretty sure he was not impressed by this, but he was impressed by things that are above 4200. So that's kind of how that works. Okay. Another important thing is that now that actually no, we don't have Lloyd's Beacon on you yet. We're gonna have to give you another couple of spells. However, you do have Fleetfoot, and at this level, Fleetfoot is better cast by him than by Bodvar, because we'll get maximum speed when it's cast by you. And the reason we were able to do this is because we finally got Elemental Grandmaster. Are those guys? Those guys are still underwater. Jeez, man, that was. Yeah. Now the previous episode is coming back to me. It's been a few days, but I remember the frantic search for. At least now we know this can happen, so that next time it does happen. We'll be better prepared. You know what, let's rest out here. Let's recall. Not recall, let's just do a regular town portal to Drangheim. And then hand in the Krona Kiga to you. You've got the Krona Kiga. You have? Let me see it. Now that will you join us? Of course. We'll let you know. Goodbye. And ooh, good amount of XP. Good amount of XP. We'll go to Frostguard. Gain some more levels. And put those points into something useful, hopefully. Alright, so of course we're always looking for training. Whoa, 2 levels. This guy is about to start leaving the rest of the party in his wake. Already 2 levels ahead, and no no end in sight for this dude. So we need Spirit Expert Mastery, which I think we've just obtained. Or we've obtained the skill threshold necessary. The trainer, of course, is in Gooberland, so we'll quickly do that. And this will give us the last skill we needed to learn all the spells. Actually, is it you? Is it... God. You know what? I think he should also be the one casting Wizard Eye, right? Do you not... Do you not know Wizard Eye? That's pretty embarrassing, bro. That's pretty weak, bro. We're gonna have to teach our Lich one of the most basic spells in the entire game. Alright, so let's get this rectified. Let's get this fixed. The magic of death. Alright, are there any other basic spells that you don't know? Do you know enchant? You know what? It's because the only enemies we loot are probably enemies that... They're probably enemies that...
That will be useful. I cannot learn that. This will work. That will be useful. That will be useful. I cannot learn that.
They're probably enemies that if they drop spells, they probably only drop higher tier spells.
I cannot learn that.
Alright, so now we gotta sell you this stuff.
I cannot learn that.
Meteor
I cannot learn.
Do you know Meteor Shower?
I can't learn it.
Yes, you do.
I cannot learn it. I cannot learn it.
You must also know Resist Death.
I can't learn it.
Yeah, okay.
This will work. That will be useful. I cannot learn it.
Okay.
I cannot learn that. That will be useful. I cannot learn it.
Dark Grasp.
This will
Nice. I'm pretty sure
I can't learn
you already know that. Yeah. Pretty sure you already know this.
I can't learn that.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's sell you some spells. Might as well. Chain Lightning is probably a spell that we should start casting. Or, like, literally any other option other than just, basic elemental bolt. Actually, hang on a second. Do we have other spell points? Sorry, skill points to spend? We're done with merchant. We could actually go all the way to master and identify monster, or we could start putting points into meditation. Actually, we can already go to master and ID monster. Not quite. We need one more point. So let's put one more point. And now let's start putting points into meditation. Okay. So with that done, a couple important things are gonna happen. Number one, we can cast Lloyd's Beacon. Actually, hang on a second. Let's see what it's telling us the duration is for Lloyd's Beacon. It's still just 1 week, but now we have all 5 slots opened up for us. So, that's good. We have extra beacons that we can set. And let me also quickly go to Frostguard. Because in Frostguard is going to be the identify monster person. So in Frostguard City, let me look at the map. Identify monster is near the Maypole, I'm being told. So let's do some Fleetfoot action. Oh, we got so many spells now. We got spells like you wouldn't believe. So, not now, but at a later point in the series, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to...
Frey sends her blessings to you, travelers.
I'm gonna go to the Flame Strike Zim Lab walkthrough and make a list of all of the available spells, and I'll see how how many of them each of my party members have gotten. So now you're master in identify monster, and what does that do for us? Well, can we identify these people? I guess they don't count as monsters. Fair enough. Okay. So you also have some skill points to spend, right? Yeah. What do we want to give to you? Armor is an option. Blade and throne are both maxed out. Learning is as good as it's gonna get. Merchant, let's actually just get merchant to 7. That way, you know, cheaper training, and that's the best multiplier we'll get on that. With you, we were working on body building, maybe? We should be working on bow, I think. Yeah, let's work on bow. Yeah, we can become expert in bow, but we'll hold off on that until we can go all the way to master. I think that's the smart way to do it. With you, we're working on cudgel. With you, we put points into merchant, and I think the next thing we want to do is bodybuilding eventually, but let's put points into armor to try and get you to master rank. All right, that's the plan. Now, hang on a second. You've got access to the beacons we already set from the other guy. That's great. I mean, it just means it's kind of bad because in previous games you could have you know, beacons for every single party member who had the spell. But it's also good because it means no matter who casts the spell, we can go back here, or we can just go back to all of the beacons. Now, for you, what I want to do is I want to go to the first of all, sell our stuff. Let's see how much we get. Let's see how much we get, because we got a ton of stuff to sell. We were all the way up to 600,000 at one point. Then we dropped below that because I stopped picking up low-level items, which sometimes you can sell for, you know, multiple thousands of gold. So I was kind of like artificially reducing the amount of gold that we're getting. But despite that, we're still more than 500,000. Alright, let's do a bit of this, do a bit of this. Yeah, spell books aren't very expensive to sell. But I'm like, we might as well, you know, pick them up. Somebody needs to identify this. we're still getting back up towards 600k. That's gonna be good. Does anybody... No, I'm pretty sure both of them know curse. Above 600k again. God, we got a lot of stuff. Ah, I should have enchanted that before selling it. I mean, I can literally buy it back and enchant it. Which might not be a bad idea. I won't do it for like random weapons. I'll do it for amulets because it's also a chance that they'll be useful. Okay. Takes us to nearly 650,000. We can enchant. Where's the enchant item? Well, it's alphabetical, so there we go. Oh, it has to be in your inventory. I guess that makes sense. There's that sound effect. Animals. I don't think I'll use it in place of the Pendant of the Spheres, but it does raise its value by 500, so... So that's nice, I guess. You are gonna have to go through your spell books eventually, but you will need Master Spirit Magic first. And one thing I also want to check is have the connecting tunnels reset. Before we do the main quest for this episode, I just want to check whether the whether this area has reset. Let's do it like this. If we see any sort of yellow dots anywhere, then we will know that we are in for a good time. If we don't see yellow dots, then we will know that we've got to wait a while. Oh, but do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? I think you see what I see. And look at that, Brocken is already ready for another level up. This is gonna get out of hand very quickly, and I am all for it. And also, I should have shown you what Identify Monster does. So let me have Brocken selected. Let me... It basically shows you their stats. It shows you their stats, and you can... probably one of them's gonna... Oh no, I guess they all died permanently. Okay, so how do we... Don't go there, go to the right. So our main targets are gonna be the high-level vampires. The I think they're just called vampires. Vampire with a Y. V-A-M-P-Y-R. I guess they spell it that way because they're trying to be cool and edgy, probably. If I had to guess. Now, this bottom area is gonna have the guys that we want to fight. But these guys aren't bad either because they give decent loot drops, which can occasionally be some of the best items in the game. And as you can see... Yeah, you know what? Let's fight these guys as well. Even though going through this area is such a, it's so dark. Actually, hang on. Does torchlight do anything? It does nothing. Torchlight does nothing. I guess the spell is either the spell just doesn't work, or something about my graphics settings is preventing it. Let me check my graphics actually. Is this gonna make a difference? I should also mention one thing that um, I, g- I guess I should have said it at the beginning of the episode, but I'll mention it now, is that I've gone back to recording just the window instead of recording the whole screen. Because when I recorded the whole screen for the previous episode, for some reason, the file size came out much higher than I expected. And... oh, easy. Easy. File size was higher than I expected, and also the video took a lot longer to process than it normally should have. So, Soul Drinker, that's gonna be good value to sell. So I went back to just recording the video. The only... ooh, 30 luck. Too bad luck is a useless stat. But does anybody have an amulet slot? I mean, you do. Could use oh, but you're gonna use the green man once we get it as a legitimate thing. You could use it. Yeah, you got 30 luck? Yeah, why not? Why not?
We should leave it. I want this.
Yeah, good loot.
We don't need this. We should leave it. We should leave it.
Good loot.
We should leave it.
Oh god, it's so dark. But luckily this is a shorter tunnel. And let's get some Wizard Eye action. Actually, let's cast Wizard Eye from you. And we want to go west, I think, because we want to go into that... oh my god. I think it's something about this area that makes the cursor jump around. Because I don't seem to have it happen that much when we're just outside, but it happens a lot in this area. Anyway, we've got to go south through another dark area, a very dark area. God, hang on. Oh god, is this... I think this is it. Keep going, and yeah, there we go. Big, brightly lit room. Once upon a time, we would have to, like, cheese these guys by fighting them one at a time. Those days are behind us. Now we can just tank them like champions. Oh god, yeah, something about this area keeps making the cursor jump around. Alright. I should probably kill them before looting stuff, but I don't want to risk any of the loot vanishing. And he's done a lot of damage to our hirelings, but everybody's still alive for now. Yeah, nothing in the game can hold us back now. Already we can gain more levels. It's about to get ridiculous with all of the with all of the levels that we're about to gain. I think there's a few more enemies on the way to the exit. What? Yeah. The cursor just keeps jumping around. Alright. And you know what? Let's go out the exit. There's gonna be one more, I think, Dagrel. One more Diagrel.
Let's get out of here.
And then the fact that he said let's get out of here means there's probably enemies that we missed. But you know what? Let's rest. Probably enemies that we missed.
Oh.
Ooh, this could be good. I'll hold on to this.
We don't need this.
But this is only
We don't need this.
but that is actually, that's pretty good as well.
We don't need this.
Alright. So let's cast some Wizard Eye action. Oh, I said got some Wizard Eye action and some Bless action, I guess. And just smash these guys to bits. Oh god, it's it feels good. Look at he looks so cute with his eyes closed. He also understands that it feels good. Ooh, ring could be good. Ore could be nice. I think you'll have to identify the ore though. Wand, sure.
We should leave it.
Do it like this.
We don't need this.
Chain lightning wand.
We should
Interesting. 20 against light magic. You know what?
We don't.
I'll just give it to you.
We should leave it.
Why am I still holding on to that elite dagger? I don't know. I'm attached to it at this point.
Too easy.
Plate armor is gonna be good. And they've got a chest over there as well. I'm pretty sure. Nice. Another chain lightning wand. This, I think we don't have, so I'm gonna pick it up. Alright. White potions useless. Spell books could be.
We don't need this.
It's up until.
We should leave it.
Up until we get Master spirit magic on Bodvar, I'll be unsure about whether we've reached our full potential in terms of learning the spell books that we have. Ooh, okay. This is gonna be good. Now the question is... Ooh, that's good. I love that you can just find clovers randomly as a source of loot. You could... I guess theoretically, if you had the patience and the stamina, you could just farm clovers over and over again. And then you'd get more skill points that way. Ooh, what is this? This is an interesting little chest that we just found. Does anybody need endurance? It's not the best enchantment, but you know what? Because everybody can equip 6 rings. You know, I'll just sell it. I'll wait until we find a ring that that gives us... I think 30 is the highest stat bonus you can get. We'll wait on that. So now let's go to Frostguard and train some more, I guess. And then I want to do the Duke's Castle. I want to get Everstrike. And that'll be the big thing that we do in this episode. But before that, as always, we gotta cheese the game, especially if the high level areas have reset. Yes, we are, in fact. Oh, look at this. Look at how many levels he just... Are you serious right now? Look at... Did you see how many levels this guy just gained? That's legitimately frightening. That's actually terrifying. Oh my god. So he's gonna be able to get all the way to... Maybe not all the way, but pretty close to Grandmaster Meditation. Almost. Wow. Almost ready to get to Grandmaster Meditation from just one round of leveling up. So let's go back to Gooberland and let's at least get Meditation leveled up, so that when we get our like when we reach rank 10, then we'll already have master rank ready to go, and we can just pull the trigger on that. So all of the guys who teach you the spell schools are half-orcs, and then the one guy who doesn't is he's a human. Okay. Now, what can we teach you? Well, you have to get Grandmaster Spirit Magic. So one more point into that. In fact, 2 more points into that because you are going to go all the way to rank 10. What do you need to put points into? We were doing, I think, bow. Let's do some more bow with you. What was I doing? We were doing armor. Yeah, we'll wait until we have enough to go all the way to master on that. What else? We should become master spirit magic before we leave. So by process of elimination, it must be you. And with master spirit magic, we can learn a few more things. Might as well try to learn some of them.
That'll be useful. All right. Oh yeah. I can't learn it.
So this you can sell.
I can't learn that.
Already learned that.
I can't learn that.
Already learned
I can't learn it. I can't.
both of these. Okay. Shared life, I think, could be a useful spell, but we'll wait on that. Now, are we ready? Oh, I was also giving you cudgel, right? But I think spirit is kind of more. It's more crucial to get right now. And while we're in Gooberland, I think we're just gonna go to the Duke's castle. And we're gonna get that done. Actually, before we do that, let me just get the bodybuilding skill for Belia. It's the one skill she doesn't have. So we'll save outside the library. Right, save. Save in this slot. And we get bodybuilding straight away.
Yes.
Do you also have bodybuilding? You don't. Can you get anything? I guess everybody should learn bodybuilding if they can. But I'm less worried about, you know, our magic users learning bodybuilding, although they would benefit the most from it. Anyway, let's go back to Gooberland because we're gonna do the Duke's Castle, which means we're gonna be getting one of the 2 remaining artifacts that we haven't gotten yet, which is the Ever Strike bow. And we'll be completing a quest in the process. Not too shabby, if you ask me. Yes, look at how strong we're getting. Priest, Assassin, Lich, Paladin. That's a nice party. That is a nice party. Okay, so now I just want to make sure that there's no way to mess up the quest. The Duke quest. Get rid of the Duke. If you threaten him, he'll leave. Okay. Yeah, all you have to do is threaten the Duke and then he'll go. Right. which you know, I have no problem doing. So let's go and see about that. We've got some easy. We've got some stuff to do inside there as well, but we'll hold off on that. Let's do the Duke first. Just, you know, a bit of extra peace of mind getting some of these outstanding artifacts dealt with. How God, Brocken is getting absolutely ludicrous amounts of experience. Even from just killing these random low-tier trash mobs, he's about to gain another level. Astounding. I think... Yep, we're at the castle. We are at the Duke's castle. So here's how I'll deal with the Duke. Is if you threaten him, he'll leave. And I think for role-playing purposes, it makes the most sense if the threat feels more legitimate. 15 minutes, right? So we will trigger these guys. We'll make them hostile to us. Ooh, bodybuilding, free bodybuilding. Elemental. Does anybody need this? You probably need this. Let me save it like this. So if you look at the map has a bit of a spoiler, and the spoiler is that... Oh, I think we're in the wrong room. The spoiler is that this room connects to cool. Looks like the cursor is glitching out. Which room was it? It was... Oh, we gotta go all the way up and then to the right. Gotcha. So this room connects to a... connects to a series of tunnels. But if you go inside them, the area will become hostile. I think even if you just fiddle around with the... Maybe even if you just fiddle around with that shield on the wall, people will become hostile. Regardless, we gotta go down. And then there's a few different things we gotta do. God, come on. Do these guys give good loot? Oh, they drop red loot. Hello. Hello. I don't know who you... Oh God, excuse me. I don't know who you were, but pleased to make your acquaintance. This is a bit of a weird thing, because two of those basilisks are very small and very fast. So you gotta either kill them in turn-based mode, or just just kill them really quickly when you first see them.
We should leave it. We don't need.
That was a disappointing haul.
I cannot learn that.
Very disappointing haul. Now there's a few different enemies in these tunnels. Oh God, hang on. Ooh, wow, easy. I want to kill the tiny basilisks from a distance, because otherwise they start skittering around very annoyingly. Is anybody poisoned? No? Okay, good. Now, in this room... There's gonna be... There's gonna be these guys... who we don't like because of how they keep flying around. And only these ones seem to even drop interesting sources or interesting instances of loot. But I think most of them are already dead. I don't mind leaving behind some loot. Right, so now this is a bit of a platforming challenge that we're about to do, because we've got to go. I've already failed. There we go. We gotta go all the way up there, and you can see there's a black chest. What? So annoying. I think we can just walk off this onto this. We can just walk off this onto this, because you do have decent forward momentum. Now, let's save the game, because I don't want to botch this. So there are 2 chests in this area. There's the black chest with Everstrike, but then there's also a hidden underwater black chest. But this one is the one with the quest item. And only this bow has an interesting restriction. Only priests or rangers can use it. We don't have any ranger, but we do have a priest. So he now has Everstrike, which does a lot of damage and always hits. And eventually you can become master in bow, so you'll fire 2 arrows with that. There's another chest in the Duke's Castle. That is in the... sort of northern part, like this part of this area. So what I'll do is I will go down. Hang on a second. Let me see. So, God, like I can't see anything. Ooh, but I see the chest. I see the chest. And yeah, it's very easy to miss. Very easy to miss. Also, how do I? How do I? Like, oh, torchlight doesn't do it. Torchlight doesn't do shit. Oh, but there's a ladder. I think this is how you get out, right? What? Okay, hang on a second. If I jump up... There we go, yeah, that's how you... Or that's one way to get out. Now you just leave. You just leave. That's not how you leave. Where's the ladder that I just went up? Why am I so bad at this? Oh. It's there. Jeez, man. Okay, come on. Am I... What? How did I... It's so dark, though. It's... Okay, so this time let's actually save the game so that this doesn't happen. One thing I'll mention is that I changed the. I was talking about this earlier. I changed the recording method so that I'm not capturing the whole screen, I'm just capturing the window. Because when I tried capturing the screen, it like the file size was too big, and it took a while. It took a long while to process as well. And I mentioned all of this before, but I didn't mention what the difference is going to be for the viewer. The only difference is going to be the loading screen graphic doesn't show up when I'm capturing the window because for some reason the game considers it to be a different window. Or not the game, Windows, the operating system considers it to be a different window distinct from the game, the loading screen specifically, and just doesn't capture it. So some of these guys are going to be good. I think this guy drops the red bag of loot. And as you can see, we just killed an enemy that drops a red bag of loot, and the party member who killed him said it was quote unquote no challenge. That's that is a bit of an indication for how strong we've gotten. Yeah, killing these guys was important because we got a bunch of experience out of it. Very, very much needed. Ooh, some of our people are gonna go down. So let's rest. Let's do some less. Let's do some Wizard Eye. And some Fleetfoot. So now we gotta leave these tunnels. A lot easier said than done, especially when you don't have a mini-map. But I think if we just go this way, then out here, we should be back in that room that we started out in. There we go. And now, everybody's gonna be hostile against us. Alright. Hey friends. Okay, that's good. Now when we talk to the Duke, it'll be with his entire army dead. His entire little posse, his entire gang, just gone. This is where we came from. Well, I guess we might as well kill you. Kill you as well. And I'll go up, and we'll go this way, I think. Yeah, this is where we're finding enemies at least. Right, so his throne room, I think, is to the north. So let's go to the south. And see if we can find any. Well, we've got a chest. I don't think anybody needs bless, but let's just check. And another chest
No problem.
here. Useless, but I'll sell it. I'll just leave the rest of the stuff. Not really that bothered. Right, so now north is where stuff's gonna get frisky. Because, you know what? Let me even cast Faith. Just to really ruin their day. And the Duke is marked as a yellow target, but... Oh, oops, sorry. I hope this hasn't ruined the quest. We've been set by Markel the Great. He wants you to leave. Well, I ain't gonna. Well, there's always the sword. You would use force against me? And then he turns out to be a huge coward. Then leave. Make it quick. Goodbye. You know what? I'm gonna save the game. Here. So can you kill him? You can kill him, but I don't want to risk ruining the quest. So, having done this, oh, we gotta go away from him. Actually, no. We could have cast it. We could have cast it with the yellow danger icon with our Lich, who has Grandmaster elemental magic. A bit of a mistake, but I'm just gonna have to get used to the fact that he is now the best person to cast some of these spells. Alright, so now we gotta do this. Gotta do. Where am I going? Where am I going? What am I doing? There is where we need to go. Hang on. Did I teach you the bodybuilding skill? No. Let me save the game. Can you... do anything useful with this? So bodybuilding, you can actually become an expert. And the Lich cannot even become an expert. But of course, we'll consider that a low priority thing for now. The Duke is finished. You're welcome. Thanks, goodbye. And now we can gain some more levels. We'll end this episode by gaining those levels in Frostguard. And yeah, we'll have a jolly good time. How many levels can you gain? This is legitimately scary. How many levels this guy's... This guy is gonna bankrupt us, this Lich. Well, we're stuck on the door again. But that's okay, because we are within earshot of this guy, I guess. Everybody gains 1 level each. This guy gains 6 levels. Alright. So... first of all... 68. Wow. Let's start off by putting the 10th point into meditation. We could put more points into learning, but honestly, he's already got too much of an experience buff. I think the rest of the points have to all go into elemental. We'll split it between elemental and dark. But I want to put a whole bunch of points into elemental because elemental gives us some useful skills. And Let's recall our Lloyd's Beacon in Lindisfarne. And are you... Actually, let me see a few things. What does Death's Touch do? Drain hit points. Pretty bad debuff on monsters. Curse is probably good as well. So 285 points of protection. What does elemental protection do? Plus 18 resistance. Okay. Oh, but that's spirit and light. So that's something that this guy is probably better at. Alright. So you... Nine points exactly, alright. Now we're gonna need 10 skill points to become Grandmaster. You will put your final point into armor. And now we'll start working on some bodybuilding. You were working on... You've got a few things to do actually. You can also do bodybuilding, in fact all the way to Grandmaster, but before we do that, I think we can go all the way to Master Bow. Yes. Now we'll end off getting some skill masteries. God, I can't fucking believe these guys are down here. They're walking around, just underwater. Now you have a ton of excuse me, a ton of skill points. Sorry, a ton of spell points, and we've got a couple combat skills to gain in Sturmford, namely armor and bow. So that's gonna be what we're gonna do to close off this episode. Sorry to bother you. Not you. You're arms master. I think both of these guys are in this part of town. Field we're already fine with. Ooh, expert in bow. Master in bow. Now Bodvar is the only one who needs a bow. Now there's the armor teacher as well. This one I'm gonna have to look up to see where he is. So Sturmford City. The armor trainer is in the town, around the town hall area, which I think is close to the library. Is it you? It is you. Now you are a master in armor. Were there any pieces of armor? Honestly, I'm gonna give Poltergeist to you. Just because thematically, you know, she's got the skull helmet. She can have the armor. It's faint, but you can see there's a bit of a skull drawn on it. So that'll be fun. You're also collecting high level equipment just for fun, I guess. You also have the set items as well. You're basically our collector. Scroll of Divine Intervention. I think at this point we can just sell it. I think we can just sell it. And now let's make sure we are where we want to be. We're working on spirit magic. It's gonna happen soon. And then you have cudgel, bow, meditation, bodybuilding. You have a lot of skills to gain mastery in. You just have bodybuilding, and then you can put all your points into blade. You, oof, you you're gonna go places, my friend, and possibly result in us losing all of our money. And you, I think, oh, you've also got the magic schools that I want to, just for fun, give you some points in. And then I guess we'll start putting our bonus points into blade and cudgel, or arms master. That's an option as well. But yeah, I think that is going to be all for this one. Let's reflect on what we accomplished. We did some more farming. Our Lich is now 11 levels ahead of the rest of our party. And that gap is just gonna...
We don't need this.
That gap is just gonna get worse. Or it's gonna get more and more extreme as we keep moving on. In our next episode, I think we're gonna possibly complete the Ranger promotion quest. And then we'll go to the mountain pass. And then we will... I really want to do Yanmir's fort, but I'll save it for its own dedicated video because it's one of the best areas and one of the best quests in the game. Let me just end off with some some selling. Let's see if we can at least get back up to 600,000. Which we are, but how far beyond 600k? Let's enchant that amulet before selling it. There's the 600k. Okay, I mean, it's we're just about breaking even, aren't we? In terms of how much we're gaining versus how much we're losing training pretty much exclusively training Brocken. Might even be on a slight upward trajectory. Yeah, because we're getting closer to 700,000 now. Double Soul Drinker, which I'm pretty sure we already have, right? If we don't... Yep, here we go, we have Soul Drinker. Alright, so we're sitting pretty. Also, let me see, because we gotta change your quick spell. Oof. I mean, it costs 20 points. I think we gotta set Chain Lightning as your quick spell.
Yes.
But let's see what other things we could have said. This also has a radius. This... Elemental Blast, maybe? I feel like Chain Lightning is just a more fun concept. So we'll do it like that. Anyway, I think that's gonna be all for this one. Yeah, like I said, it's about to get ridiculous with this guy. Um, eventually he's gonna, just by virtue of gaining more levels, eventually he's gonna have more health than everybody else. He's already second highest, which that alone is kind of crazy. But anyway, that's gonna be all for this one. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. It was a bit of a wild ride. Even though we only did one quest, I think gaining so many levels in one episode definitely felt satisfying, and hopefully that trend continues for the next one. So I hope to see you tomorrow for the next one, and until then, take care.